Hi guys, I'm Jaina. Welcome back to my channel this week for another video. If you haven't already seen the description and the title of this video, you could probably tell by my hair that I'm going to do a Meghan Markle inspired look. The one I think I'm going to take inspiration for is from her recent interview, which is this image here, but I also really like this image here as well. They are very similar, but it looks like in this interview she did go a little bit darker with the eyeliner and the under eyes, so I think we're going to go for that. I really like her makeup looks. She's always been the really natural kind of classic look without being too bold. Even though her eyes are quite dark, she's never had like a bold statement look, and I really enjoy that about her because you can really see her natural textures come through. She lets her freckles come through, and I think that is really good. I think it suits her so much, it suits her style, and I've always been obsessed with it. I think she did this video a few years ago with Bobby Brown, like in the back of a cab. I will put the link down below if I can find one, but I just really loved her like really natural kind of glowy skin look. So that's what we're going to go for today. Stay tuned and watch the whole of this video to see how it turned out at the end, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. So I have prepped and primed my face using my favourite Bobbi Brown Duo Prep and Prime Enriched Moisturiser. I've also primed my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I really like this primer because it doesn't sink into my pores and it is really not mattifying, and I really like that because even though I get a shiny T-zone and kind of around here, I don't really like matte primers. I just feel like it makes everything look cakey on my skin tone and my face texture. So I really like that one. For the foundation today, for the base, we're going to go really natural. I say really natural, but it's one of those natural makeup looks where it's taken me ages to do, but you know, really natural. I'm actually going to go in and use the Charlotte Tilbury Airish Flawless Foundation, and to kind of get that glowy look, I'm actually going to take some of the Soap and Glory Glow Forth body oil, and I'm going to mix it in there just so we can get like a little bit of a shimmer and a little bit of a glow, but the teeniest bit. So I do have a palette, so I am going to mix around a 5p sized amount into the foundation just to kind of get that glowy look. I'm going to mix it together on the palette, and I'm going to apply that with a brush just before I go and buff it out using a beauty blender. So as you can see, it's quite a good colour match for me anyway. It's not done anything drastic to the colour. And I'm just going to go in and apply this all over my face. I don't know if you can see at how smoothly this foundation is going on top of the primer. It's always been a really good coverage foundation. I will link the product review on a card up here so you can see my first initial reaction, but it's always gone on really well, and I feel like with this oil in, it's actually doing a really good job of blending in but giving me that like glowy kind of dewy look. Going to go in and blend that out with my beauty blender. Do you know what, like I don't use this foundation as often, but I think when I go back to it, I forget how much I actually like this foundation. Like, it's really light, it sits on my face really well. I think the colour match is really good on my skin as well. Like, I just don't use it often enough, I feel. So I definitely feel like I'm going to do more looks using this foundation. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a good coverage? Because I feel like it's really nice. Or am I just being too weird? As you can see, it's really dewy, really light. I'm actually going to go in and set my face with a setting spray first and then powder. So for setting spray, I'm using the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite 16-hour wear setting spray. I'm just going in and setting my face with that. I am then going to go in and use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. going to get some of that in the lid. And I'm just going to take my MAC 187 brush, and I'm literally just going to take any face brush. I'm just going to brush that all over my face, not to kind of mat it down, but just to set it in place, because we're not wearing a lot of product on top, especially my eyes. So you can kind of see it does take away that instant shine, but you can see it is got a little bit of a shimmer here. So next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to take my Revolution Pro Brow Pomade. I always thought it was pomade, but you know, I'm just going to take a really nice angled brush. I'm using the Real Techniques 202 brush, I think, 202. And I can see in the picture that she doesn't have, like, she really kind of emphasizes, she just emphasizes her natural shape. So that's what I'm going to use this for, and then I'm going to brush it out. My actual brow. Filling in any gap. I'm then going to go in with the spoolie and just kind of brush those through. Just so we've got that natural finish. Now, I've not done a deep contour, I've done like a really light subtle contour because she doesn't have that harsh line, but I have just done it to kind of shape my face a little bit. I am going to go in with a really light concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi Concealer. I'm using that in the shade Sand or Nude. I'm using that in the shade Nude. I'm just going to go on and put a bit in the corners of my eyes, and I really don't want too much shape and structure because she doesn't, like I said, she doesn't use a lot. I'm just going to put a little bit here as well because, as you can see, we've got kind of like a little friend joining us. So I'm going to just kind of narrow my nose, and I am going to take my beauty blender and just blend that all into my face. That is all I'm going to do for the concealer, and I'm going to use a small conceal brush. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of concealer, and I'm not baking. I literally want to just set that concealer in the corners of my eyes. So I'm just applying a little bit. You can pat it on or kind of just put it on the area. Now, in terms of blush, she uses quite a pink tone blush, so I am going to go in with that, but just to kind of enhance the sheer kind of glow that she has, I'm going to use bronzing pearls. I'm actually going to take my new colour bronzing pearls, and I'll put a link down to below to where you can shop these. These are really good bronzing pearls because they are all kind of natural and mineral, so I just take a really fluffy brush to work those in. I will put a link to all the products actually that I have used down below. And I just pick up some of the colour and I just want to sweep that across my cheek. I just want to say, like, the sheen in these bronzing pals are amazing. Like, that literally looks like I'm wearing highlight. I love them. You kind of get I would say like 4 different shades. So you get like a corally colour, a pink, a nude colour, but then also quite a light nude shimmery. So when you put them all together, that kind of enhances that shimmer. I have dropped a few pink from here, otherwise it would be a little bit more pinker, which would have been really nice for this look. But I am going to go in with a little bit of liquid blush to do that. But like I said, these are my favourite bronzing pearls. I've never used anything else in terms of bronzing pearls. They're so nice on the skin. They do not clog your pores. They are so good for you. So I will, like I said, I will link this along with all the other products with a link on where you can purchase them. Now, just to enhance the blush a little bit more, I'm going to take the NARS Dolce Vita liquid blush, and I'm just going to pump it a little bit onto my palette. I'm going to take a fluffy blush brush. Just going to dip that in to get some colour, but we obviously don't want too much. And as you can see in the picture here, she has quite pink cheeks quite close to her nose, so she does really emphasize the apple of her cheeks is where she puts the blush, whereas obviously the new trends are to go kind of here to lift your face. She sticks to the kind of classic pink, and don't worry, it looks crazy. We're going to blend it out, do not worry. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that all in to my cheek. That is pretty much my base done. I am going to go on to do my eyes. Like I said, she has really kind of like nothing full. Yes, she has dark eyeliner. I'm not going to use eyeliner. I'm going to use eyeshadow to achieve the look because it looks like she does smoke it out a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette, and I'm actually going to use Black Truffle across the lash line to get that dark, and I'm going to buff it out using Cocoa just to kind of get that look. I'm going to take the Black Truffle on a small stipple brush, and you want to get really close to the lash line and just kind of line your eye with that black kind of colour. Again, it doesn't need to be super neat because we are going to buff this out a little bit. I'm going to do the same on this side. Now, as you can see, you think it looks a little bit dark. So we're going to go in and take a little bit of Cocoa. Going to shake off any excess. And I'm literally going to use Cocoa to blend my whole eyelid, essentially. You can see it's just taken away that harshness. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. And obviously if you want to darken or deepen the black, you can just go back in again with the black and line any areas that have kind of loosened a little bit. Now you want to take the same and kind of do the same underneath, but you don't want it to be as thick as on top. So I'm just going to take the point of it . And it might be easier to go in with a slightly smaller brush. I'm going to pick up Cocoa again, and I'm going to blend under my eye out because we don't want the under eyes to be harsh. As you can see, I've blended that out. I am going to go in with some mascara now. It looks like in the interview she's had individual eyelashes or kind of like clusters, so that would be quite a good thing. Or you could do my eyelash trick, which I will put a card up here where you can use half lashes. I'm just going to use mascara today. Now that I have done basically my face, I'm onto my lips. I have just buffed out underneath my eye so it is a little less harsh with the black, but onto the lips you can see that she has like a really pinkish natural tone with kind of like a balm or a gloss on top. So to achieve that, I'm gonna take my Morphe lip liner in Backseat Love to line my lips, and I'm not gonna overline my lips. I'm just gonna use my natural shape. These Morphe lip liners are honestly such good value for money. I think they're around £4, and they do so many good colours and so many dupes as well. It's really good. You can see my lips are like a super skin tone pink. Just to add a little bit of definition and colour, I'm gonna take my soft spoken NYX pencil. I'm then gonna take my AP24 Smile Pop lip gloss. This is great. It's clear, comes out clear, but it's got like a really nice pearlescent tone to it. And it goes on really nicely. It's not too sticky either, which is great. And it's not too much of a gloss. It's really weird. It's got like a balm kind of gloss effect, which I really like on it. But like I said, the pearlescent kind of just gives it that really nice shimmery look. So this is the final look of my Meghan Markle inspired makeup. I thought it was really fun to do. It's so natural, it's so light. I would wear this on the weekend. I would wear it every day for work. It's really nice, kind of it's just a really nice natural look. It's kind of fun, it's kind of flirty. I really like the pink cheeks and the kind of darker tone eyes. It's just so simple. I think she looks beautiful in it. I've had fun doing this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for content every week.